I sign up for this? Am I? Is it so bright at 7 o'clock?
Hello there and welcome back to a new video in which I attempted to follow Holly Gabrielle's morning routine. As you have already seen, this started at 7 AM and it took a little bit of convincing for me to get out of bed as it was quite a gloomy day. However, after a while, the need to go to the toilet became greater than my need to stay in bed, so I got myself up to do just that. Afterwards, it was time to head downstairs and make myself the first of many mason jars filled with water, and I had 2 of these to start my day. If you know me, then you will know that I really don't like plain drinking water and always opt for squash. I tried to dance my way through these first 2 glasses, which was actually quite a good technique if I say so myself. Once I'd finished, it was then time to go back upstairs, brush my teeth and make the bed, which isn't something I usually do in the morning, so I was quite pleased that I managed to get this done.
Oh, good morning guys. It still feels way too early to be speaking to you guys. I am a little bit ahead of schedule. It's 7:29, so I'm 1 minute ahead, which I really don't think is too bad, to be honest. But regardless, if you know my morning routine, it is very different to this, and if I usually woke up at 7 o'clock, I would probably still be in bed by now, scrolling on my phone, taking things a little bit easy and lying in a dark room. What is this like for 7:30, please? I can't believe it. But I'll leave my most recent morning routine linked down below, so if you want to compare, that might be quite a fun thing to do. However, I'm not lying in bed right now and I'm not playing on my phone. I'm actually starting to work, which really doesn't fill me with that much excitement. I submitted my last assignment of semester 2 yesterday, which I'm sure I'll talk to you more about in another video. But I didn't want to be working this morning. But here I am. To be fair, she does start off quite easy, and I think eases herself into actual work, because the first thing I'm doing is updating my weekly planner. I know Holly uses a bullet journal, which is something that I'm actually really interested in getting, and I think I've just got to find the right one before I purchase it. But I think that's something I've decided that I'm going to do as well. But for now, I'm still using this, and I haven't been using this probably for about the last 2 months, because I think when deadline season is here, all planning goes out the window, because most days it's just assignment after assignment. But since I submitted my last one yesterday, I have got a few shifts booked that I sorted out yesterday evening, which I'm really excited about, to start earning some money again. And I've got a few little upcoming plans which are exciting, so it would be nice to actually jot these down in here and start using this again for the time being. And yeah, I think that's about it really. That's all I've got to update you on. It does feel good to know that it's only 7:30 and I'm already sat at the desk. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel very productive, but if you can't tell, like, by my face and like my tired eyes, I'm still really sleepy. I really want to get back into bed. But anyway, let's crack on. Let's start updating our plans, which I am actually really excited to do, and I'll catch up with you all in a little bit.
After flicking through my planner, I discovered that I actually haven't used this since March, so I filled that out before getting a few little morning updates.
Alexa, what's the latest news and weather updates?
Right now in Coventry, it's 6 degrees Celsius with cloudy skies. Today's forecast has showers, with a high of 9 degrees and a low of 5 degrees. I didn't catch the other thing you said.
Oh, what are the news updates?
Restrictions on the number of mourners who can attend a funeral in England are to be lifted. The legal limit of 30 will be removed at the next stage of the easing of the lockdown, which is expected to be on the 17th of May. Tim Muffet reports. More lockdown restrictions have been eased in Wales with the reopening of gyms and swimming pools. 2 households are also allowed to form a bubble and meet indoors for the first time this year.
At 8 o'clock, it was time to start cracking on with some uni work, which I really wasn't ready to do, but I managed to have a look over my ethics application, which I'd previously submitted, and decided to look back through the ethical documentation that I had to submit alongside the application, which I was actually really happy with, and decided to keep exactly how it was.
Okay, so it's now about 9:10, which means we're almost ready to move on to the next part of Holly's morning routine, which happens at 1:15. But I just thought I'd finish my work 5 minutes early so I can check in with you guys and let you know how things are getting on. I'm actually really happy because I wasn't planning on doing any work today. As I said, I submitted my last assignment for this semester yesterday, and there are still plenty of things I can be getting on with, but I figured I'd take it easy for the next week, and today was definitely going to be a day off. But I'm actually really happy that I did a little bit of work because I've managed to resubmit my ethics application, which is really exciting. So basically for psychology dissertations we have to conduct our own research. Before we can start conducting the research we have to apply for ethical approval to make sure that our study lives up to the British Psychological Society's standards and guidelines, things like that. So I applied for my ethical approval about a month ago, and I had it sent back to me again about 3 weeks ago, but because I've been so busy with assignments I just haven't looked at what it was I really needed to do. So basically when it gets sent back to me, it's sent back from my supervisor because they are the first person that has to approve it, and then once it's finally approved by him it then gets sent to somebody else, and then once it's approved by them it then gets sent to somebody else, and then they're the final person that has to approve my study, and once I've got that approval I can go ahead and conduct it. So as I said, I sent it off to my supervisor a while ago, got the comments back from him but I haven't looked at them yet. So what I've done this morning is look at those comments, make the changes that he asked me to change, which in all fairness wasn't too many, like not as many as I was expecting at all, so I'm really happy about that. And I've sent that back off for him to look at again, and then hopefully this time, because I've made the changes that he wanted me to make, he'll approve them and we'll be all good. It will move on to the next stage, and yeah, that's what I've been getting up to. Really happy with that, a lot more productive than I thought, and it's now time to move on to the next part of Holly's day, which I'm really excited about because I'm happy to get out of my dressing gown. I'm feeling a bit wrapped in it now and like I need to get ready for the day. However, it's not time for a shower and things yet, which I'm really quite sad about. It's time for me to have a little stretch and get ready for a morning run, which I'm not gonna lie, I am not going to do. I am not a runner, and if you watch my videos you'll know that if I went for a morning run I would literally be back at the house in 30 seconds time because I just can't run. I really can't. I wish I could, but I just can't. However, I am doing a walking challenge from Land's End to John O'Groats virtually. So I will go on a walk and I will do all of the things that she does before she goes on her run before my walk. But I just thought I'd let you know, I am not running, no chance, because she runs for just under an hour and that's not me. That is just not me at all. So in order to keep this as realistic as possible I will go on a walk. I am a little bit disappointed because, as you heard from Alexa earlier, the weather is really not cutting it today. But for now, as I said, let's just get myself ready and get myself going because I can't wait to get out of this dressing gown. And just like that, I'm back in this position again. It really doesn't seem like that long since I was last here working, but it has been a few hours. It's just turned 11 o'clock, almost 10 past, and as you would have seen, I've been on a lovely walk. I didn't film any clips whilst I was on it because the weather was awful. It was so windy. However, I did make it back just before the rain started, so I'm really grateful for that. And at 11 o'clock it's when Holly starts her next activity in her morning routine, which she described as a uni call. She didn't really say whether that was a lecture, a workshop or a meeting with someone, but given that I submitted my last assignment of the semester yesterday, number one, I wanted to break off today from doing any work, and number two, I don't really have that much that I can be getting on with considering that I've already done my ethics this morning. So instead, I'm actually going to tackle some of the admin bits that I've been avoiding whilst doing assignments. Well, not avoiding, but you just don't have time to do them, and when I do them, if I'm doing assignments, I kind of consider it procrastination. So I haven't done any admin for a little while, and there's a few bits on my to-do list that I need to get done. So I'm going to tackle those now until 11:45, which is when Holly has breakfast. And can we just discuss this? Like, usually before I go on a walk in the mornings, I would have like a proper breakfast, like a bagel and some fruit or a big bowl of cereal. I had that cheeky banana, but that's not something that Holly actually has. Like, up until this point, she hasn't eaten anything, and I'm actually really hungry, and I had the banana, so I'm really excited for 11:45 to roll around. But until then, hopefully I can distract myself with some admin bits and just look forward to having some breakfast.
So I started off by looking at how I can claim my tax back, as I am stingy as hell and don't want to waste a penny. I then tried to book a COVID vaccine, however there wasn't any availability, so I'll have to try again another time. So I decided to then head downstairs at 11:45 to finally make breakfast.
And this is my breakfast, which I am excited about, but since I've made it, I'm recognising that this just isn't going to fill me up. Holly's breakfast is typically a smoothie, and it is usually green. However, I didn't have any spinach to put into it to make it green, so I've got a tropical one for now, one that I've never tried actually, so I'll do a little taste test on camera. Oh yeah, that's really nice. I got that little smoothie mix bag from M&S, I think it was £2. And then as well as that, in standard Holly style, I've also got another glass of water in a mason jar because she drinks these all day, I swear. And she also says that as well as her smoothie and her mason jar, she has a bit of fruit on the side. So I've got strawberry and kiwi. I do think my kiwi is a little bit too unripe, but it should be fine, and very controversial, but I do actually eat the kiwi skin. Does anybody else? Please let me know down below. And other than that, she also said that she had a hot lemon. However, I don't actually have the ingredients to make that with because I only buy those in winter, not during this time of year. So I didn't think it was really worth me going out and buying those ingredients just for the sake of one video. So I've left that out, but this is fairly standard for Holly in terms of breakfast. And after she's eaten this at about 11:45, which I think it is now, oh, it's 11:55, so I'm 10 minutes late, she heads back upstairs ready for 12 o'clock and carries on with some more uni work, which, as I've already mentioned, I'm not going to do. So I'm actually going to end this video here and eat my breakfast and then probably go and have a bagel afterwards. Wow, ending that didn't go exactly to plan, did it? I thought I could say everything I wanted to say before the camera battery cut out, hence why I probably seemed a little bit rushed, but I just couldn't quite get there. I can confirm I've now had my camera battery charging for a while, and it's just gone 1:30 and I'm about to have a Subway delivered because I am absolutely starving and could not wait till whenever it was supposed to be that Holly had like a late lunch or an early evening meal. I'm really not sure what goes on in terms of like when she eats meals and things, so I've got a Subway coming and I'm so excited about it. Overall, my little review of Holly Gabrielle's morning routine is that it's definitely been a lot more productive than mine have been recently, for sure, without a doubt.
However, as someone who's trying to take it slow right now, I don't think I'll be making any of those changes and sticking with anything that I've learnt this morning. Although I did really enjoy the morning walk, so my morning walks are definitely going to make a reappearance now that I finished my assignments. But I enjoyed myself, just not exactly for me, especially just getting up so quickly and just getting to work straight away. I do prefer a much more slow approach to my day. But other than that, if you enjoyed, please don't forget to give it a like, comment and subscribe down below. Comment down below and let me know anyone else's morning routines you'd like me to follow, because I have really enjoyed doing this. It's quite eye-opening. And other than that, I look forward to seeing you all very soon in the next video. Goodbye.